Hello students, we had already finished our chapter Reproduction in Plants and Animals. So let's revise your exercise. Question 1. Explain the following terms. A. Reproduction. B. Pollination. C. Gynoecium. D. Unisexual flower. E. Fragmentation. So, first, reproduction. The process by which living organisms produce new individuals of their kind is called reproduction. B. Pollination. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther of a flower to the stigma of the same or another flower of same species is called pollination. C. Gynoecium. It is a female reproductive part of flower. It consists of one or more pistils or carpels. D. Unisexual flower. Flowers that have either male or female reproductive part are called unisexual flowers. E. Fragmentation. Fragmentation is the method in which an organism breaks up into two or more parts called fragments. Question 2. Answer in short. A. Give any two advantages of vegetative propagation. Any two advantages of vegetative propagation are: it is common in plants which do not produce seeds. It is an easier, less expensive and a rapid method of propagation. B. Give any two characteristics of insect pollinated flower. Any two characteristics of insect pollinated flowers are: flowers are brightly colored to attract insects. They have a sweet smell and produce nectar. C. What is the benefit of artificial pollination? Artificial pollination helps to produce a new and better variety of crops with the desired features by helping them to crossbreed and pollinate. Question 3. Answer in details. Explain the process of tissue culture. What are its advantages? Tissue culture is the method of cultivating plants in a suitable nutrient medium in a test tube. It involves following steps. The shoot tip is cut from the main plant and is divided into small pieces of tissue. Each tissue is then put in a nutrient medium. The tissue then grows into an unorganized mass called callus. Small parts of callus are transferred into another nutrient medium containing growth hormone. They induce the formation of roots and shoots and forms new plantlets. These plantlets are transferred to the soil and ultimately develops into new plants. Advantages of tissue culture are as follows. Tissue culture can grow plants round the year. Tissue culture is a very fast technique and plants produced by this technique are disease free. It helps to speed up the production of new varieties into the marketplace, and very little space is needed for developing new plants by this method. B. Describe the process of formation of fruits and seeds. The seeds and fruits are the results of sexual reproduction in plants. The ovule changes into a seed and the ovary develops into the fruit. The sepals, petals, stamens, stigma, style and other parts of the flower wither off after fertilization. Question 4. Give reasons. A. Flowers that are pollinated by wind have a large stigma. Flowers that are pollinated by wind have a large stigma to easily catch the pollen grains flying in the wind. Zygote is the basic unit of life. Zygote is the basic unit of life because life begins from a single cell called zygote and it contains the genetic material of both the mother and the father. Question 5. Differentiate between the following. A. Binary fission and multiple fission. B. Self-pollination and cross-pollination. So, difference between binary fission and multiple fission will make two column. one side you will write binary fission, another side multiple fission. So under binary fission, A. In binary fission, the parent cell divides itself into two equal and identical daughter cells. Under multiple fission, in multiple fission, a single parent cell is divided into many daughter cells. B. Under binary fission, it is the most common method in bacteria, amoeba, etc. Under multiple fission, it is the most common method in Chlamydomonas. B. Difference between self-pollination and cross-pollination. First point, under self-pollination. When pollen grains are transferred from the anther to stigma of the same flower or different flower of the same plant, it is called self-pollination. Under cross-pollination, when pollen grains are transferred from the anther of a flower to the stigma of a flower on another plant but of same species, it is called cross-pollination. Point number B. No external pollinating agents are required. Under cross-pollination, point B, external pollinating agents are required for this type of pollination. C. Under self-pollination, example orchids. Cross-pollination example is papaya. So students, we had finished our revise your question answers. Let's review your learning portions here. Thank you.